Okay, so the third secret we're going to cover today, secret number 3, how do I make sure I don't run out of money during retirement or lose money as I approach retirement. So here you go. If you're over 59 and a half years old, you're allowed to do what we call an in-service rollover. So that's in-service rollover. What that means is you can do a rollover even if you're still in service with your company. Or on some situations, if you have an old 401k that you haven't moved yet into your existing account, that can work too. So the first slide I'm showing you guys right now is actually a graph of the S&P 500 index. This pretty much in the last 50 years. The last 50 years, if you'll notice, it's actually showing 2 of the major crises that happened in the last 20 years, which is the dot-com crash, dot-com bubble that burst back in 2000 till 2002 over here, where the market crashed by negative 47%. That means if you have $1 million, you would have been down $470,000 in your retirement account. And the next drop happened back in 2007, 2008, which was the financial crisis, wherein the market dropped again by 55% this time. By 55%. So as crazy as this is, well, you know what? This has been affected. This has affected so many retirees, and we just want to be able to show what the impact of losses are on your 401k. See over here on the right, you'll see that if you have $100 or $100,000 or $1 million, that if you lose 50% on your investments, you'll end up with obviously half. So $100 becomes 50, or 100,000 becomes 50,000. $1 million becomes 500,000. But for if you only have a 50% return after the negative 50% loss, you don't go back to 100,000. You actually just go back to from 50 to 75, because your 50% is now just based on $50, not 100. And so for you to be able to go from 50 to 100 to $100 or back to just break even, you need 100% return, 100%. So if you lose 50% from your retirement account right now, you're going to have to get 100% return. Is 100% even possible for after like 1 year or 2 years or 3 years? No, normally 100%. You're gonna have to go through 8 or 9 years to be able to get that return back. And that's a big hit that most people are going to be affected on. And I just want to be able to share a strategy to be able to avoid something like that. So we'll go get started on explaining how these things work. So what you want to be able to do, if you're allowed to do an in-service rollover, or if you have an old 401k, you want to roll over your money into an index annuity IRA. And this index annuity IRA, on this example, it's a JP Morgan Mosaic 2 index, wherein this actually grows. This is your money, the green is your money, and the blue is the stock market. And what will happen is you won't have a negative return on your money, and so by the time you retire, so for example, you're 6 years old and you're allowed to do a in-service rollover, and you have about $300,000 sitting on your 401k. What will happen is when we put this on an account like this and just keep it there, by about after 5 years, right, and you retire at 65, you can now take out about 5% of whatever's the balance. And you'll notice where it says contract value, you start taking out 5%. This 5% fluctuates depending on what is the performance of the market. So your money here can go up and down, bigger or smaller, getting 5% of that. These are the index return percentages. As you notice, the worst case here is like 0.44, but it never really you can get double-digit returns, and but you never dip, you never go below 0. So you can live off of that, and let's just say from 60 you live till 90. You're able to pull out for your 30,000. You're able to pull out 621,000, and when you pass away at 90, your children, your grandchildren, is actually going to get about $500,000. So your 300,000 actually turned to 1.23 million dollars. That's crazy. So without putting it in any risk, and this is where we've been putting a lot of people. This is the strategy that we recommend. This product is available through Nationwide, and I'm excited to share it with you guys today. So that is there you go. 300,000 pays out over 1.1 million by 90 years old. And you like that? So if you can combine the three strategies, you protect your money, you insulate yourself from uncertainties, and you create multiple income streams. So that's that pretty much wraps up this video today. That was the third strategy, and I'm looking forward to sharing a bunch more videos to you guys. Have a wonderful evening, have a wonderful day, and looking forward to hear your comments. So stay safe, God bless you, good night.